We are living in an era of technology in which our life is very, very convenient, with everything from something trivial to something tedious can be done with just one click of a hand. Now, we or I don't regret the rise of the mergers and the acquisitions within the tech industries. Why? Not only these applications, these technologies, these services are uh, giving their services for us. They're also making our life easier. It also made everyone's life easier, collectively giving a good deal of service to the society. With mergers and acquisitions inbound, a door full of possibilities are open to both the companies and the consumers. Now, like to go to my rebuttal. I would like to rebut three things here. First of all, why is it unjustified? Because they are breaching this privacy of people through the changes of terms and agreements. And secondly, why it doesn't directly harm consumers. And the third is why it doesn't harm the workers. First of all, why it doesn't harm the consumers by changing the terms and agreements. First of all, we cannot blame the companies for this. Even if they aren't practical or easy to understand, the companies still offer the users the chance to review and read the terms and agreements that they revised. And they does this not only openly, they're also urging us to do so. The companies themselves urges their customers, the users, to read and to accept or not. Now, this is up for the user to decide. It is not the company's fault for if you don't read the users and terms and agreements. They are urging us to do so. For example, is the WhatsApp notification of the terms and agreements that don't go away unless you actually read it or you just click yes. If you just click yes, it's your fault. The company already done their best to urge you to read it. Okay. Secondly, why it doesn't harm the consumers. Now, even if they don't give other companies and other people, other consumers a choice, most of the companies, I mean 80%, 90% of the companies offers a good deal of services, and that doesn't harm the society as you said. And society actually approves these mergers with the notion of it being very practical and very efficient, such as the go-to merge. They are objectively bringing a good amount of service to the table, such as their monetary their monetary configuration, etc., etc. It helps out the society a lot. And the last one is why it doesn't harm the workers and the rival companies. Mergers company would still actively seeking manpower to advance and maintain their services in which, rather than small companies failing to compete with this company and closing, these mergers companies are actually desperately in need for new manpower, quality manpower. These small companies can and should strive to be good enough to be bought by the mother company. Why? It is on everyone's interest and it will give both sides great benefits. With the mergers company gaining more and more technological development, and for the small companies, they will get an even better resources. They will get fundings. They will get help for ideas, etc., etc. Now, moving on to my arguments. First of all, I would like to bring two burdens. First of all, is why the status quo is already good and it's developing well, and the second one is that why is it it isn't likely for the companies not to merge. So the motion in hand is not likely. First of all, the status quo argument. The merged companies have proved to be helpful, insightful, and very convenient for their customers. Take a look at Gojek and Tokopedia, as I said before. They work together to make platforms in which is very beneficial for both the platforms. For example, the usage of GoPay in both platform and coupons for both, which is very convenient for the customers. This doesn't apply only on GoTo, but also other mergers. Convenience and accessibility, which everyone needs, are already there, already in the status quo. Now, the companies merge. These companies are merging to maximize their input by developing their output. As big companies, they have good reasons on why they should develop their products, and one of it is, as big companies, they advancement in technology forces everyone, the consumers, the companies, etc., to develop constantly. If there is one small company or just even a personal with a groundbreaking idea, they would need to either buy them or out-develop them. Either way, if they didn't do it, they would lose customers and would rake up deficits, which is not in the favor of the companies themselves and for the users. They will lose interest with the services and they will leave it if they were not to develop the services. And the second one is about the argument of why it isn't likely for companies not to merge. Now, the likelihood of companies not to merge are almost non-existent. In our era of technology, corporations compete, and so they would need compromises with each other. First of all, regarding mergers, a company needs more exposure and needs to be developed, and a bigger company offers them to merge, and they both get a win-win solution. One will get extra funding, and one will get extra exposure and extra benefits in resources, etc., etc. And the second one is two different kinds of company merge it to maximize its value and efficiency, such as the Gojek and Tokopedia. All of these are under the premise of profit, in which they all want and need it. Big companies, small companies, everyone needs profit. If the companies are all set on profit, a merger is very real and desired for major companies. Even if there weren't any mergers, the world of technologies wouldn't get as advanced as it is right now. As I said before, one of a merger's benefit is its development in technology. It would get as far as we get right to this. It wouldn't get as far as we get right to this moment. YouTube wouldn't be as developed and enjoyable as of now. Facebook will later lose recognition, etc., etc. The importance of user satisfaction also plays a role here. If people are satisfied, their services are being used more and therefore money. And that's why we proud to oppose. Thank you.